hospitality. So when we say aviation, we are talking about air transportation business. We are not just coming to buy aircrafts, register, and be landing in other people's terminals, other companies, but we are coming to build the airports. Airports, not only in Nigeria, but in other countries of the world. We will build the airports, we will buy the aircrafts, we will own everything about this air transportation business. We will be in control, we will be in charge. Now, the next one is the e-taxi. E-taxi. E-taxi business is road transportation business. We have the likes of Uber, Bolt, InDrive, and many other companies out there. So, as a co-owner of this company, as a co-owner of this business, all of these things we are showing you is what you are going to, co-own with us by one subscription that you will make or that you made. By that one subscription, you are not paying for this whole platform differently. You are paying once to own all the platforms. Now we have the next one, which is the e-commerce platform, where customers, buyers and sellers meet to transact business. E-commerce platform is a platform where you don't necessarily have to, visit the office or the shop or the place of business physically, but, from the comfort of your home, you can buy whatever you want. You can shop online by using your device. You go into the internet, you search out what you are looking for in the SWIFTmart. Our e-commerce section is called SWIFTmart, Swift Market. So you can buy without going there, body present. You can buy, and whatever you bought without even knowing who you are transacting with will still come to you the way you saw it when you ordered for it. This is one of the platforms we are building. We have the likes of Amazon, Jumia, Alibaba Express. We have Temu and many other e-commerce platforms out there. We also have the next, which is the logistics. We have the likes of UPS, DHL, FedEx, and many other companies. What is the the service of this platform? These are the group of people or company, rather, this is a platform that ensures that whatever you purchased in the e-commerce platform gets to you. This is that platform that ensures that what you bought from other country arrive to your doorstep safe and intact. This is what we are also coming to build. And we have the next one, which is hospitality business. Swift Homes. Swift Homes. This is hotel businesses. SWIFTtrip as a company is going to own hotels in different states and countries of the world. We have companies that are already into this kind of business that I'm talking about. We have companies like Transcorp, Hilton. We have companies like Chevron. We have companies like Presidential Hotel. We have companies like Sheraton Hotel and so many other companies out there. So these and more we are coming together to build. Now let's look at the next. So has SWIFTtrip gone live? It's a question. has SWIFTtrip gone live? And I'm going to give you a direct answer to that question. The answer to this question is no. SWIFTtrip is currently at its development vision phase and calls for subscribers to facilitate business development. So what we are saying is that all of these services that we showed to you, aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, and hospitality, if you look at all of these platforms, they are platforms that are already in existence. We are not the first to own airports, to build airports and to own aircrafts. We are not the first to build e-taxi platform where people can book, a platform where people can book rides. Neither are we the first to own a platform where people can buy and sell. All of these we are not the first to. But we are coming to build something that are already in existence. We are coming with something different, something new. But before we talk about that, I want you to understand, you may be hearing me now and you are like, oh, I like this company. Let me go and book flights with this company. Let me go and book ride with this company. Let me book hotel with this company. Let me buy from their Swift Mart. We are saying we have not launched the business app. And you are going to understand why we are yet to launch the business app just shortly after now. Now let's look at the next, which is subscription plan. Subscription plan. Now, what we are talking about here is a note slot. A note slot. To purchase a note slot of this company will cost you $180. So $180 is profit share subscription. $100 is the profit share subscription. And the 80 on top of that 100 is the company's campaign sponsorship fund. So these two coming together will give you access, or will make you a co-owner of these 5 core services that I showed us earlier. Now, when you pay this $180, what you are getting in exchange, what you are going to own when you subscribe with $180 is 0.0 into 5 places, 125%. This is what you own. And what this figure that I just show you simply mean is that anytime, anywhere that transaction is made, anytime, anywhere business happened, this is what you own in all of these 5 platforms. So don't forget that what we are building is a global project. It simply means that you will be earning this fraction in billion places, in trillion places globally with time. So we look at the next, which is when will SWIFTtrip go live? This is another important question, and we need to give you a clear picture of when this company will go live. Now we are saying that SWIFTtrip profit share is 5% in volume. SWIFTtrip profit share is 5% in volume. But business launch is at the sales of 3% shares of this total volume. By the time we set 3% out of 5%, business is ready for launch. Now we say, thus, the launch of SWIFTtrip is embedded in the milestone of 2.4 million subscribers. What it simply means is that what is holding the launch of this business is this figure you see here. Meaning that by the time this number of subscribers are gotten, we'll launch business. And that is the time, that is the season, that is the month, that is the week. So nobody can come up to tell you that we are launching this business by December or by January next year or by the end of next year or by 2026 or 2027. The answer to this question is that we will launch at the reach of 2.4 million subscribers. This is the milestone. So we look at how we got this number. How we got this number. Now, what you have to understand is that this figure here, 2.4 million, was not manufactured. The minimum volume to sell is 3%, like I said. Volume per share is 0.0 into 5 places 125%. Okay, so now when you divide 3 by the volume of the share, 3 divide 0.0 into 5 places 125 will give you 2,400,000 node units. What that simply means is that there are 0.0 in 5 places into 2.4 million places inside 3. There are 0.0 in 5 places 125. 2.4 million of it inside 3. So that is what that calculation means. So let's look at the next. Our initial launch. Where are we launching this business? First. So initial business launch before scaling global is Nigeria and United Kingdom. These are the 2 countries that we are launching this business first before scaling globally. The next we shall be looking at is certificates of these 2 countries to prove to you, yes, that the government of these 2 countries are aware of this business. The government of Nigeria, and the government of United Kingdom has given us the green light. They have approved our business operations in these 2 countries. Now, the first certificate there is the CAC from Nigerian government. The second one is the one from the EFCC, SCUM. And the third one is the one issued by the government of United Kingdom. Now we look at the next we shall be looking at is what makes SWIFTtrip stand out from the others. Like I said earlier, we are not the first to build aviation platform, e-taxi platform, e-commerce platform, logistics and hospitality platform. But we are coming with something that has never been done anywhere in the world. And this is why we say that there is something that makes us different. And this is our confidence, this is our selling point, this is the secret of SWIFTtrip. And I will this time be handing the mic over to the personal assistant to the CEO and the international admin to show and to explain to us those things that make SWIFTtrip different from other companies. Please, can we jam our hands together as I receive him? Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. We are grateful to have you here today. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we bounce right to the top. All right, thank you very much. I want to say thank you to Apostle Bonnie Bush. Thank you for that breakdown. Thank you for all you have done for us this afternoon. And I also want to say thank you to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip, our online viewers, prospect. I want to say thank you for connecting with us, and every one of us seated here today, we are happy to have you in our midst this afternoon. Honestly, it's another amazing time to talk about SWIFTtrip. And whenever we have this opportunity to talk about SWIFTtrip, we are always filled with joy. We are always filled with joy. I want to say welcome to you, sir. Welcome to you, sir. Welcome, and we are happy to have you here. Now, I've not seen you before, and I don't know if it's your first time of joining us. But what I want to tell you is you're living here with a better understanding of what this business is all about, sir. I don't know who told you about SWIFTtrip. Maybe you heard it on radio, maybe someone did advert, or maybe you saw it on our WhatsApp channel. I don't know. But what I want to assure you today is you're living here with a better understanding of what SWIFTtrip is all about. Just like the first speaker said, in person from Apostle Bonnie Bush, we're happy. Thank you once again, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. He has introduced the business to us, telling us that SWIFTtrip is a transportation business that connects a passenger and a driver, that also connects a buyer and a seller. That simply points to you all of the services we are doing. It simply tells you that we are not just doing the transportation service, because when we have a buyer and a seller, it simply means there's commerce, which is buying and selling. How lucky are you today, man, that you are part, or you are coming to be part of a global business? A global business. The truth is, so many persons missed out on opportunities like this. So many persons missed out to be a shareholder in companies like Airbnb, Tesla, Uber, Bolt, Coca-Cola, name them. Why? Because one, either they do not have the opportunity to know of this company when they were looking for subscribers, when they were looking for shareholders, or they were aware, but because it doesn't make sense to them, like they said, they decided not to be part of it. Like I say, it's an opportunity that you have today to be part of this meeting we are having, to be part of us. Because we are building something that is going to change your finance. That every time you sleep and wake up, your balance, your account balance will not be as you left it. Yes, that is the power of what we are building. We are building a system. Can I hear you say a system? Thank you very much. A system that will pay you while you sleep. Apostle Bonnie Bush has already explained all of this to us. Now, quickly, I want to show to you that thing that makes us stand out from other companies that are renting the same services as we, that are rendering the same services as SWIFTtrip. Of course, you know the services we are rendering are not new. Aviation, when we talk about aviation, we have companies that are into the aviation business. That is why I believe you seated here today, you know one or two companies that are into the aviation business. Even those of you watching us online. We have Airpeace, we have Airwick, we have ValueJet, we have Emirates, a whole lot of them out there. Do you want to talk about the road transport? We have Uber, Bolt, InDrive, Cabman, a whole lot of them. E-commerce, logistics, hospitality. These are not business that are new to us, man. They are not new to us. We are simply coming to redefine how these businesses should be done. and we came prepared. We are not just coming to compete with these people out there. We know that we can't compete with them. That is why we need to come prepared. Our speaker received the Holy Spirit this moment. We are coming prepared. We just don't want to come to the market and start dragging. Oh, this come. No. We are coming prepared. That is why we have that thing that makes us stand on media. Can I see it on the screen? Media. Can I see my screen? What makes SWIFTtrip stand out from others? Next slide. Now, we are introducing what we call the PYC. Have you heard of PYC before? No. If you are not a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, I want to bet you that you've never heard of the PYC before. What you are used to before now is what we call the KYC. And what does the KYC stand for, ma? It stands for Know Your Customers. Know Your Customers. And we are saying, SWIFTtrip, we are saying that it is not enough for you to know your customers. Knowing your customers does not help them in any way. It does not help them in any way. That is why we are saying you should put your customers on payroll. You should put your customers on payroll. That whenever they patronize you, they earn from that patronage. Is there a way we can change the speaker? Sorry about that. We are coming to put our customers on payroll. That whenever they patronize the company, they simply earn from what? That patronage. They earn from that patronage. It has never happened before that you, after patronizing Mama Nkechi, and you paid Mama Nkechi, after paying her exact amount that thing or that goods you bought cost, you then earn from that patronage. It has never happened before. We are coming to redefine how transactions will be made, or how transactions are done, how people travel, how people connect all over the world. This is not a business you should miss. SWIFTtrip is coming with a PYC policy. Do you know why the PYC is very important? Look at it. We've come to that realization that a business cannot thrive without the customers. A business cannot do or thrive without the customers. The customers are very important. Mama lying? No, they are very important. Without a customer, you will make nothing. You will make no profit. Sir, true or false? They are very important. They are as important as your workers. Those persons you employed at your place of work. They are very important. That is why we've come to know this, and we say that these customers should be paid. That whenever they patronize us, they earn. From every patron, not one time earning, I mean every patronage. Now, I want to quickly look at it. How is it going to work? Enough of all of this talk. How is it going to work? How possible it is? Now, let's look at the diagram you're seeing on the screen. Please, every one of us should look at the screen. Now, we want to imagine a transaction happens. A transaction happened. If those of us here, we can look at the screen there so we can understand clearly what we are talking about. Now, we want to imagine a transaction happened. And that transaction that happened cost how much? Let's use 20,000 naira for instance. We all know that trip will be very flexible. Yes, trip will be very flexible. For those of us that are here today, some of us came from afar, some of us came from nearby. You cannot compare what you paid from your home to this place, or from wherever you're coming from to this place, to the other person who is staying afar. You can't compare it. Why? Because the distance vary, and as the distance varies, so will the price vary. All of us are not coming from one place. So as the distance, the longer the distance, the higher the amount you're paying. Now, trip will be very flexible. So for this analysis, let us stick to 2,000 naira. Let's assume the trip that the passenger took cost the passenger 2,000 naira. Sorry, 20,000 naira. And in SWIFTtrip, we consider, sir, our passengers the profit generators. Why? Because in the real sense, they are the one generating profit. True of us. They are generating profit. Without them, there is no business. So they are considered what? Profit generators. Now, whatever amount that they paid is considered 100%. Look at it. That's 20,000 naira that they paid. That's the cost of the trip. It's 100%. That's why you're seeing this green arrow. Now, by the side of this green arrow, you will see a red arrow that points directly to the profit generators. Profit generator rather, who is the passenger that booked the ride. Now, that thing you're seeing is 2% going back directly to who? The profit generator. That is the PYC we're talking about. You can see it there on that screen. It's the same thing. PYC, 2% goes back to the passenger who booked that ride. This 2%, sir, ma, we are not saying it's bonus. We are not saying it's bonus. No. It is money that can be withdrawn anytime, any day, anywhere. It is withdrawable. We are not saying, okay, this 2% is for your next ride. No, if this person, 2% of 2,000 naira should be how much? 2,000 naira. 2% of 20,000 naira should be 2,000 naira. Right? Now, this person can withdraw this money anytime, any day. 400. Okay, 400. Sorry. 10,000 is 100. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Sorry about that. It's 200,000. That is. Wait, let me see something. Let's be sure of that. Okay. Please. Thank you, sir. Now, this person gets what? 2% off that 20,000 naira transaction. That was me. That's what? 400. Now, if this person want to make use of this 400 naira, maybe he or she wants to buy a recharge card, or he or she wants to purchase something, it is withdrawable. You don't need the international admin or the financial secretary. Neither do you need the financial admin to process anything. That is why when the first speaker explained SWIFTtrip, he told us that it is a decentralized platform, telling you that you are in total control of this app. Okay, so let me have the slide again. Remember, whatever the passenger paid is considered what? 100%. Next slide. So 2% goes to the passenger who booked the ride. Then the next slide, look at 10% comes to the company. The company that is the platform provider. The company is the platform provider because we have enabled, we have provided the platforms that enable all of this transaction to take place, sir. The platform is the app. We've enabled this platform for all of this transaction to take place. And what is this 10% used for? It is used for what? Global expansion, for the launch of business in different parts of the world. Remember, we are saying that this business is a global business. It's a global business. How lucky are we that we are part of this business? A global business. So if we want to launch business in Australia, we don't need to call you, man. We don't need to call you, sir, to say, please bring your $1,000, bring your $2,000 for us to launch business in so and so country. We won't have to disturb the shareholders for any kind of contribution. No, we won't do that. The 10% that comes to the company will take care of all of those activities, the launch of business in different countries. Now 5% goes to who? The shareholders of SWIFTtrip. Remember, the first speaker told us that the company is selling 5% of our shares, and by the sales of at least 3%, we will launch business. So even when we've gotten the 3% and launch business, it still tells us that the remaining 2% must be sold. It must be sold. The only difference between you and that person that will be buying it then is the amount at which you bought it. How much is it today? $180. By then, you won't even, we're talking about 500 million. By the time we've launched the business, imagine we call you now, man, to come and own SWIFTtrip now that you can't even see the hospitality or the airport. For you to come own it now for 500 million, will you answer us? No. You are paying a price, and that price you're paying now is the price of patience. That's why you're able to get it cheap. So 5% goes to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip, which is you and I. Now this 5% plus 10% is how many percent? 10% plus 2% that goes to the passenger who booked the ride is how many percent? Is 17%. Now let's look at the next slide. Now this is it. The service provider, our sellers and our drivers, we consider them as what? As service provider. They are providing the service to the customers. They are providing the service to the passengers, and they are also providing the service to what? The buyers. So they are the service provider, and they are getting the bigger share of the percentage. Without this man, there will be no transaction. Remember, what you're owning is a system. As you are sleeping, this man is on the road, working, trying to make ends meet, and you are sleeping and earning. This man will have to fuel his car while you're sleeping. Do you have to fuel your stomach? Or do you need anything? No, you're sleeping, so there's nothing you're doing. You don't need to buy gas. This man will have to buy fuel or gas if the vehicle is using gas. This man will have to maintain his car. Of course, they're already giving you something for your maintenance. That is what you're earning as you are sleeping. This man is on the road every blessed day. So this man is getting 80% off the shares of that transaction. Now 80% plus 17% is how many percent? Is how many percent? Let me be sure we are following up. 97%. Now let's look at this. Is it complete yet? Is it up to 100 yet? No. Now let's look at it. The next slide. In SWIFTtrip, you earn up to your 4th generation, whereby the first generation of the passenger, that is the person that told the passenger about SWIFTtrip, earns what? 1%. This person might be anywhere. You just get that person made transaction. The person he or she told about SWIFTtrip patronize the company, and he or she earned 1%. The second generation of the passenger earned 0.3%. That is, this person told this person, then this person told that one. So that one is this person's first generation. This is the second generation, third and fourth generation. Now the third generation earns 0.1%, and the fourth generation earns 0.1%. Now add it all together. 1% plus 0.3 is 1.3, plus this 1.4, plus this 1.5%. The same thing goes to the driver's referral chain, whereby the first generation gets 1%, the second generation gets 0.3%, and the third, fourth generation gets 0.1% respectively. Add it up together, it's 1.5. 1.5 plus 1.5, it's 3%. 3% plus 97%, it's a total of how many percent? 100%. And note that the same thing I explained to you is applicable in all of our services, ranging from the aviation, the e-commerce, the logistics, the e-taxi, and the hospitality business. This is massive. This is amazing. Imagine you earn, or you're a shareholder in this. I don't know why I'm calling you man. You're a shareholder in this business. Anytime people patronize the company, you are just earning. You are just earning at the comfort of wherever you are. This is not a business anyone should miss. Now, let's look at the next slide. Who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip? You want to know the brain behind this business. Now, let's look at it. He is no other person than Honorable Richard Nnadi. He is the founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip. If you are clapping, please put your hands together very well. Thank you very much. He is a dogged man. A man with a lionic heart. He is a Nigerian. Look at him. Does he look like a man from China? No. Does he look like a Chinese? No. Does he look like someone from UK? He's a Nigerian. Both parents Nigerian. Our own. Let us come together and build our own. It's a privilege that we even have him, because imagine this thing is coming from an advanced or a developed country. Do you think you and I might have the opportunity to be a shareholder in it? No. This is a privilege. This is something you shouldn't miss out on. Now, you might be saying you missed out on Uber, you missed out on both because it was not a Nigerian business, or because you did not get to know about the opportunity. Why? It's far from you. But SWIFTtrip is here today in Nigeria. A Nigerian man is the CEO of this business. Honorable Richard Nnadi from Enugu State. From Enugu State. We are happy, and we are always happy to have you, sir, as the CEO of SWIFTtrip. And we pray for divine wisdom of God upon you. In the name of Jesus. Amen. Good and fine. We've talked about a lot of things. And now we want to look at the reason why you are here today. My mom is smiling. Yes, this is the reason why you are here today. How you profit as a shareholder. How you profit as a subscriber. How you profit as a pioneer of this business. They want to know the reason why mommy is coming to SWIFTtrip, or she's planning to come to SWIFTtrip, is because she wants to know how much she will make. How much you will make. Nobody is going into a business that will not yield profit for them. Nobody will want to venture into any business that will not yield profit for them. The reason why you and I are venturing into any business is because of that small thing they promised us. You will see someone boldly selling something with little profit, but then that person understand that if you bring all of these little things together, it will amount to something reasonable. So in other words, every one of us are venturing into any business because of the profit embedded in it. Now in SWIFT, we want to show you how you earn in the future. And why are we talking about the future? Yes, because we've not launched business. If we had launched the business, we'll say, let's show you how you earn now. Yes, but because we've not launched this business, and when are we launching this business? In the future. And by the time we launch this business in the future, we want to tell you or show to you how you will profit from this business once it is launched in the future. So the next slide. Now we want to use just one of our service, which is the e-taxi. How many services are we rendering? We have 5 major services. So from these 5 services, man, we want to bring out just one, which is the e-taxi. Now we are bringing out e-taxi for this. Please, everyone follow me. Thank you very much. For this e-taxi now, we want to assume that a transaction happened in Nigeria. Every one of us here are Nigerians, right? Now we want to assume a transaction happened in Nigeria, and that transaction that happened in Nigeria cost how much? 8,000 naira. As you can see on the screen, it cost 8,000 naira. And for the sake of those of us in the United States, those of us that are connecting us online, that's as in the United States or maybe in any other country, please work with us with your own legal tender, because we can't start carrying everybody along. We just want to use the universal currency and then our own currency, okay? Our own legal tender. Now we are working with $10 for those of us in the United States, so you will understand what we are talking about. Then those of us in Nigeria will be working with 8,000 naira. Like I said earlier on, that trip will be very flexible. We are assuming this one now cost 10,000 and 8,000. So if a trip happened, sir, if a trip happened, you want to know how much you will make, how much you will get from that trip, how much you will earn from that trip. That is what we want to show you. And it is very, very, very simple. All you just have to do is multiply the cost of the trip, which is 8,000 naira for those of us in Nigeria, multiply by your ownership percentage. That is why we say your ownership percentage is very paramount, sir. It is very paramount. It is very important. Why? Because you are simply earning, my slide, according to your percentage back. Thank you. You're simply earning according to your percentage. So if you do 8,000 naira multiplied by your ownership percentage, it will give you 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo. 1 kobo. Why the long face? Nobody's smiling. Is it too small? Say it's small. But it's not small now, it's very massive. I understand why you said it's small. But don't worry, I will still show you why I said it's not small. Let's just move ahead. Now, let's calculate for the $10. We simply do $10 multiplied by ownership percentage, which is 0.005 places, 125%. If you do that, what you will get is 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. That is what you will get. And someone will still say it is very small. It is not small. Are we aware? I believe we are conversant with that adage that says, little drop of water makes what? A massive ocean, a mighty ocean. Yes, that is exactly what we want to show to you now. We want to show you a power of what? System, of owning a system. A system that will pay you consistently, sir. A system that will pay you repeatedly. A system that will pay you even when you're doing nothing. That is what we want to show to you. You're earning globally. You're earning globally. By the time you sit and begin to, I will show it to you. You're earning globally. Oh, now let's quickly look at this. We know Basanjo, he is a shareholder of MTN. Yes, MTN. Whenever, or do you know that whenever you and I recharge our phone, he simply earns according to his percentage in MTN. According to his percentage. And Google has said that it makes over $45 million. Sorry, 45 million naira every day. Every day. Amazing. At least $45 million. 45 million naira every day. For what? A business that is not global. How much more a business that is global? Is there any country today that you point that they do not do buying and selling? Is there any country today that you want to point that they don't do transportation? No! What we are building is a global business. A global business. Now let me show you how cent and kobo can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. Remember we said SWIFTtrip is going to make you a trillionaire in dollars. Yes. It is going to make you a trillionaire in dollars. That is why quickly we want to look at where we could be in 5 years from now after the launch of business. Now we are assuming SWIFTtrip has launched business now, and we've launched this business, and this business has been in operation in 5 years. What or how much would you have made from this business, sir, ma'am? That's what we want to look at. We are diving into the future. That is why we say, let us see how we earn in the future. How much would you have made from this business in 5 years of operation? And we are saying in 5 years, we want to look at the worst case scenario. And this worst case scenario, we are looking at it. 50 trillion trip performed. 5 years, 50 trillion trip performed. Then, best case scenario, we are looking at 3 years to perform 50 trillion trips. I will come again. Worst case scenario, 5 years to perform 50 trillion trips. Then best case scenario, 3 years to perform 50 trillion trips. And now we also want to say that this 50 trillion trip all cost 8,000 naira or $10. The same figure we use in calculating for per trip analysis. Yes, we just want to stick to that figure since we started with that, so that we can get an accurate calculation. Of course, we can't start changing figures here and there. If we do that, we are not AI. We won't be able to get the actual figure. There will be confusion. There will be mistake, definitely. So we just want to stick to a constant figure, which is 8,000 naira or $10. Now, we are saying that all these 50 trillion trips that happened in the world globally, in Nigeria, in Cameroon, in Kenya, in Italy, in Botswana, in Canada, Rwanda, just name it, all over the world, 50 trillion trip cost 8,000 naira, which is not possible, right? Now, what are we going to do? Remember we did earlier on for per trip, and it gave us 0.0, 8,000 naira, gave us 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo, right, sir? All right, so it gave us 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo, and we did for dollar, it gave us 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents. So since a trip is giving us this, you simply multiply this by 50 trillion trips, and if you do that, what you will get is 5 billion naira. 5 billion naira. And if you do the same thing for this, 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents, multiply by 50 trillion, what you will get is $6.25 million. This was the same thing I showed to you that gave you what? 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo and 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents. And we said it's very small. And you can see the reason why I'm telling you it's not small. Why? Because of the power of volume. The power of volume. Once this thing is the power of system. Once this thing begins to happen, once it begins to happen over and over and over and over and over again, you will see that the money will just keep multiplying. It will just keep multiplying over and over and over again. That is the system we are talking about. As a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, by the time you're telling the story of how you ventured into this business, when it was formless, when it was just an idea, by the time you're telling this story to people, they will ask you, Oga, how do you know? How you take know? Man, how do you know it will work? You will be happy. You yourself, you will be happy that your foresight paid off. You will be happy of the person you've become. And those persons that you must have thought about the business and they neglected you, or they talked you down, they talked the business down, they will doff their cap for you. They will doff their caps for you. I tell you, this is not a business you should miss out on, sir, man. No. Don't miss out on SWIFTtrip for any reason. Someone will see a business like this. My slide, please. Someone will see a business like this for a worst case scenario that is turning over $6.25 million. If you multiply that by 1,600, you're getting, if I'm not mistaken, 10 billion naira. Someone is showing a business like this is just one of our services. So I don't know if you are aware. This is just one of our service. It's not the 5 services. This is what one service is giving to you. And also, do you know that this is not even the most profitable business we are doing? From all of the services we are doing, this one is very minimal compared to the one that the market cap is massive. You just can't compare. If one service is giving us this, how much more once we bring those 5 services or the other 4 services together to add to this? Now, you just can't comprehend what you will be making. This is not a business you should miss out on for any reason. Next slide, you will see how your assets has yielded for you 5 billion naira. How it has yielded for you 6.25 billion naira. This is a business that you just decide to be part of without even knowing how, or without even knowing if it's something that will work or not. But because you are determined to be successful, because you followed us, you saw what we are showing to you, you followed us, and together we arrived at that point where we are now where we are now sharing our success story to the people. This is not something you want to miss out on. SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars. It will make you a trillionaire in dollars, whether you believe it or not, man. Whether I believe it or not, sir, it will make you a trillionaire in dollars. You are listening to me today. Wherever you are listening to me online, or those of us seated here today, you don't have to miss out on SWIFTtrip, because if you do, you will never forget the name SWIFTtrip. And another important thing I want to ask is, are there people that will miss out on SWIFTtrip? Yes. There are people that will miss out on SWIFTtrip, but my prayer is that it shouldn't be you seated here today. It shouldn't be you that has heard us. It shouldn't be you that has heard the ambassadors of SWIFTtrip, maybe one place or the other or somewhere, that will miss out on this business. But are there people that will miss out on SWIFTtrip? Yes. Just as we have people that missed out on Uber, just as we have people that missed out on Coca-Cola, just as we have people that missed out on Tesla, Airbnb, we have a whole lot of them. That is how people will also miss out on SWIFTtrip. That is how people will miss out on SWIFTtrip. Now let's look at the next slide. SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars. Now I've been able to show you how you earn in the future. Now quickly we want to look at how you earn now. Now that we've not launched business, how do you earn? How do you earn now? Let's look at this. Now we are saying that we have a we have a corporate global challenge. We have a corporate global challenge. And what is the challenge? Let's look at the next slide. We say the speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve this global challenge. Amazing. Amazing. The speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively, this is not a business that one man needs to do. It is not a one-man business. It is not a one-man business. Even, you see, now that it's at the vision phase, it's where the opportunity lies. Like I said earlier on, there are people that will buy this at the rate of what? 500 million naira, 200 million naira. And coupled with the fact that in SWIFTtrip, one man cannot own more than one unit. This is a collective business, sir, man. It's a collective business. We need to come together as one. Only Only the CEO cannot do it. Only Apostle Bonnie Bush cannot do it. Only the ambassadors of SWIFTtrip cannot do it. We need to come together, 11,000 of us. Let us come together and do this. That is we working collectively to solve that global challenge. Let's look at the next slide. What is the challenge we are talking about here? What is the challenge? We said 2.4 million people to subscribe as owners of SWIFTtrip. That is a challenge. Where do we get those 2.4 million persons? Sir, do you have 2.4 million persons? No. But if we work collectively, you are working, he's working, he's working, he's working. Every one of us here is working. Every one of us here, we are working. Before you know, bit by bit, the 2.4 million will begin to reduce. It will reduce. That the time will come, what we'll now be looking for to complete the 2.4 million is what? 10 people. What we'll be looking for to complete the 2.4 million is 5 people. That time, even you that is a shareholder, you will be like, okay, it is now, we've not got to, we just need only 5 persons. You cannot even say you want to go buy, you want to buy the 5 slots for your family member because the price there will not be funny. You don't expect it at $180 when we have 5 persons to go. And when we have 10 persons, don't even expect it to be at $180 when we have 1 million to go. This is not a business you should miss out on. Let us work collectively. And when we work collectively, you will see that together we will achieve that which we have said. 2.4 million people to subscribe as owners of SWIFTtrip is that's the challenge. And do you also know that as a shareholder, every time you solve a unit of this challenge, you get paid? Amazing. We are paying you for solving that challenge. And how do you solve the challenge? It's very simple. We said become an active campaigner. Sell unit of SWIFTtrip shares and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. Become what? An active campaigner. Don't be like that man that after buying his shares, he just sit down. And they wait till they reach 2.4 million. When they reach, now we'll launch business. No, don't be like that man. Be an active shareholder. Be an active campaigner. Are you listening to me, sir? Be an active campaigner. Earn big. Because by the see, you just can't compare what you'll be earning now to that man. As a campaigner, you can't compare what you'll be earning now as a campaigner to that man that will just sit waiting for us to get to 2.4 million. Some persons will come to our chat and say, I don't know, I've not earned anything since I registered since 2021. I registered since 2020 to 2023. I registered. What I've been seeing on my dashboard is 0. Sir, you will see a bigger 0 if you're not doing anything. That thing only changed for those active persons. You've been here since 2021. People that joined last year have already earned what? $1,000. You see, 153. You will see $153, $200, $300, $500, and yet you've been here since 2021. You're not doing anything. You expect manna to fall from heaven. No. Just like it stated there, for every unit you sell, you earn. You earn. No food for who? A lazy man. You just won't wake up in the morning and sit on the table waiting for food. You'll be hitting your leg on the floor. Well, food must come today. When you refuse to go out there to work, for you to work or for you to eat, you must work for it. All right, so quickly, let's look at the next slide. We say become an active campaigner and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. And this is SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund. What this is the amount that is available, $191,200,000. That is what is available. It's an open check to you, sir. It's a decision you have to take, sir. This is an open check for you and I. How much do you want to make from this? How much do you want to take out from this? If you say you want $200,000, nobody will stop you. If you say what you want there is $1 million, nobody will stop you. It is an open check looking at you. Come and fetch me. Come and withdraw me. Come and take me. It's just that most of us are not seeing come and take me. We are just seeing the figure there. That is because you don't want to see it. If you decide to see it, you will see it and you will run with it. You will take it as many as you want. $191,200,000 is what is available for you and I to enjoy now that we've not launched business. And how do we arrive at this? We simply did $8 multiplied by unsold units in SWIFTtrip, and it gave us $191,200,000. Let's look at the next slide, where we say SWIFTtrip campaign pays and how you earn as a campaigner in SWIFTtrip. Campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund. It's very simple. We say sell a profit share slot. Just like we said, for every unit you sell, you earn. Sell a profit share slot. If I told someone about SWIFTtrip, that person is what? My direct success line. If I tell someone that person is my direct success line, if that person I told tells another person, let me do it like this. If I tell you, mommy, about SWIFTtrip, you're my direct success line. If you tell this other mommy about SWIFTtrip, she is your own direct success line and my own indirect success line, my second generation. Why she is your first generation? If mommy tells daddy about SWIFTtrip, she is my he is my third generation, and this mommy is my what? Fourth generation. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, that is how it is, fourth generation, right? Now that person is your own third generation. If that person tells another person, is your fourth generation, and I will not earn for my fifth generation. That's how it is. Now from my first generation, I earn what? $50. $50 from every of my first generation. I will just be earning $50. Then from every of my second generation, I'll be earning how many dollars? $15. From every of my third generation, I'll be earning what? $10. Then my fourth generation rather, I'll be earning how many dollars? $5. Now let's add this together. $50 plus $15 is $65 plus $10, that is $75 plus $5, that is $80. Remember the first speaker told us that for the $180,000 you're paying, $100 is what? The actual project fee. Why $80 is what? Campaign fee, advertisement fee. So if you go back please, if you add all of this together, now it will amount to how many dollars? $80. The actual project fee is not touched. This is the only money that is touched, the $80. That is what is used for campaign. You talk to someone, use this $50 to buy the recharge card. Use this $50 to buy yogurt. Fuel. Use it to oil your shoe. I don't know if you're trekking, buy olive oil. So you trek more money, more trekking. Oh. So that is that $50, and if you sum it up, it's a total of $80. And that's not all the earning. We have extra campaign cash award. And we say if you talk to more persons, if you talk to 50 persons, the company will pay you what? $50. Additional $50. Say thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip, and you're considered SWIFTtrip runner. Okay? And remember, from all of these 50 persons, you're getting what? $50 each from them. So this is an extra $50 just to appreciate you, to say thank you. Then you go ahead and you talk to more persons. You're able to talk to 500 persons about SWIFTtrip. The company appreciates you with $1,000 and say thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. and you are considered SWIFTtrip icon. If you go ahead and talk to 5,000 persons directly under you, the company appreciates you with $10,000, and you are considered the face of SWIFTtrip. Okay, so that is that. And let's go to the next slide. We said do not miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer for any reason. Do not miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer for any reason. Don't let anyone talk you out from SWIFTtrip. Don't even let your brother, your sister, your mom, your father, your pastor talk you out from SWIFTtrip. As a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, if you are campaigning, make sure you stand your ground. Make sure you stand your ground. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. I'm saying subscribe now, make your payment of $180 to the company's account, which is SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD, FCMB. That's the number 200-460-7389. And if you want to pay through USDT, maybe you want to pay through our wallet, you can go to the website and you will see the wallet address. There we have the TLC20, we have the BEP20, and we have the BTC there. If you just go to the website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. That's our website, our official website, seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. Some persons will say, how come I'm saying SWIFTIFY Technologies and I'm hearing SWIFTtrip? Yes, SWIFTIFY Technologies is the name of our company. Yes, SWIFTIFY Technology is the name of our company. Why SWIFTtrip? Remember, we have 5 services we are rendering. SWIFTtrip is the e-taxi. Swift Airline is for the aviation. SwiftMart is what? For the e-commerce. Then we have Swift Homes and we have the Swift Logistics. Okay, so this is the umbrella to all of the services we are rendering. Many more services that are to come in the future. Okay, so that being said, it is very important that whenever you want to make a payment, you go to the website www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com, so you will know the exact amount you are paying. If you go to the website, you will see what we have. We will see what we call USD inflow. You will see USD inflow. You will see USD outflow. And that USD inflow, it changes. It changes. And once you go to the website, that you will see it's 1,600 and something. Let me be sure, so I don't misquote the figure that says international admin has said it. Okay. It's 1,616. So once you check there, you will see the USD inflow, then you see USD outflow. That USD outflow is 1,598. What is that used for? It is used for payment of advert bonus. If you did your registration and you want to withdraw your advert bonus, let's say $50. You told someone, the person registered, and you want to withdraw your money, $50. You'll be paid by the money you will be paid will be converted with that outflow. So you simply do 1,500 and whatever that is there, multiplied by $50. Whatever you get, that's what you will be paid. So it's very important you go to the website and make your pay and know what the USD inflow is. USD inflow, please, not outflow. Outflow is alongside your full name, your phone number, your email. These are the details that is needed for your registration. Please note, no nickname. No nickname. Your full name, phone number, and your email address. These are the details needed for your registration. And then once you've made your payment, the person who told you about it will contact your hub admin. If there is no hub admin in your state, they will contact the company's admin and your registration will be done. We have a hub admin in various states in Nigeria. We also have outside Nigeria. Okay, so just do well to contact your hub admin. If there is no hub admin in your state, you contact the company's admin. Yes, the company's admin's number 080-666-95-332. So let's look at the next slide. That is the last part of it, which says ticket booking for this event on Saturday. Every Saturday, except we make announcements that we will be having seminar at so and so date. Okay, so book your ticket for the Saturday seminar. Gain access with your VIP ticket. Book now. That's the number you have to send your proof. That's the number you have to send your tickets to 09039449537. Invite your friend. Invite your friend and earn advert cash bonuses. Earn advert cash bonuses. So, earn SWIFTtrip campaign awards. Amazing. That is there any other slide after that? No. That is that. We've been able to sensitize everyone seated here today and also our online viewers. It's an amazing time to always talk about SWIFTtrip. It's an amazing time to always talk about SWIFTtrip. We are always live Monday and night, every day, Monday to Saturday. Even before this before this meeting today, this physical meeting here at the head office, we had Telegram meeting at 10 a.m. Then we will be having another today at 8 p.m. So do well to connect with us. Okay, so that is that, and we say thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining us today. So we've come to the end of today's seminar, and see you next week. Next week Saturday by 12 p.m. We start exactly 12 and close. It's just a 1 hour 30 minutes seminar. So we start by 12 and by this time or lesser we close. So today we started a bit late by 12:30. So do well to connect with us by 12 p.m. next week. Thank you very much. So we will be resounding our slogan. All right, we'll be resounding our slogan. We'll be resounding our slogan this morning. I said this morning, this afternoon. Okay.